take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take us in. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And no alley to be found. The coverage with... Solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Trucks over him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
A run for Nick Chubb. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 25-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Watson off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Micah Parsons, the rookie out of Penn State, in to drop him for the sack. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. They'll have a first down. Fights through, and now a crease. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Herbert now. And he's got Dorsett complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That's another Chargers. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. Oh, fighting off the defender. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
We're scoreless after 1. After the run, now Herbert to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off of play action, it's Watson on the move to his left. And this is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. Swings this out for Hunt. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Watson on first down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Dancing to his left. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On the option, here's Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the option, here's Herbert. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Flush to his right. Bryant with a catch right side. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Nick Chubb saw his role kind of diminish in the passing game last year. His receptions went down from 36 to just 16, but let's be fair about this. He missed some time with a knee injury, and he also had Kareem Hunt in the backfield, who absorbed a lot of catches along the way. He's more than capable of adding to their passing game.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Watson. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd and goal at the Chargers' 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Now Watson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. A final shot before the break for Herbert. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before break. Herbert, he's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Johnson. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
On the option, here's Eckler.
50-yard line.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler
With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Chargers 7, Browns 3. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On 2nd and a yard. Watson rolling to his right.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Faking the give. Now Watson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketing the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he stopped immediately there.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. No gain on the play.
2nd down and goal. Herbert. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Philip Dorsett His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time for Cleveland.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 11. Watson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
That's the score. Chargers 14, Browns 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll roll them out right, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on theirs.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sione Takitaki just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught inside the 5. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. They got him. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. Very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That is caught. Westbrook's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for the Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Watson off play action. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st down, Browns.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Off of play action, it's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Watson to throw. Rolling to his right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
To throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points.
Browns 26.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On second down, Eckler. And he's got this down to the 35. 114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The handoff, it's Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play.
Now it's Herbert. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put them